Hello there. Right, today we're going to do a little bit of calculations involving scientific notation. Again, you're going to need your calculator for this. And before we start, what I want you to do is, on your calculator, I want you to locate the button that says times 10 to the power x. It looks like this. If you've got a Casio calculator, you'll find it down beside, in between the decimal point button and the ANS button, which is the last answer button. Okay? So, that's what we use in order to put our numbers into scientific notation. So, the first question we're going to do here is we're going to work out 7.1 times 10 to the power 4 multiplied by 8.31 times 10 to the power 3. Now, just for this first example, I'm just going to remind you that really what we're going to work out here is we're going to work out 71,000 multiplied by 8,310. That's what this means. 7.1 times 10 to the power 4 is 71,000. 8.31 times 10 to the power 3 is 8,310. So that's just to illustrate for you what we're doing here. You don't have to put it into normal form to do this at all. It's just to illustrate for you. So 7.1 times 10 to the power 4, let's type that into the calculator. So 7.1, press your times 10 to the power x button, and then press the number 4, multiplied by 8.31, press your times 10 to the power x button, and then press 3. Then press equals. Now, my calculator is not putting it into scientific notation yet because it can manage the number of digits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write it out as I see it on my calculator. And that's always a good idea. Always write down the answer that you get before you then change it. So it's given me 5900100000. Please check and make sure that you got the exact same answer. So you should have got 590,010,000. And we want to put this into and it says standard form, but that means scientific notation. So remember, I want to write my number as a number between 1 and 10. Just now my decimal point is here at the end. I want to put it in here, so when I make a number between 1 and 10, so it's going to be in between the 5 and the 9. So I'm going to make it jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that means that this number is the same as saying 5.9. Let me just rewrite that. 5 looks like a bit of a 6 there. So 5.9 times 10 to the power of 8. Now, I know we have the 1 here, meaning the 10,000. Really, to round your answer to 1 decimal place when you're doing scientific notation is absolutely fine unless you're told otherwise. It's because that number there, that number 590 million, the most important part of that number is the 590 million. The 10,000 is irrelevant. Think about it in terms of if you had 590 million pounds, do you really think you would miss 10,000 pounds out of that? No, you wouldn't. So it's not as significant, and that comes back to that idea of significant figures there. So I'm confident to just leave that as 5.9 times 10 to the power of 8. So as a rule of thumb, when you do it, round it to one decimal place unless you're told otherwise. Example 2D, it's saying 5.74 times 10 to the power minus 10 over 6.8 times 10 to the power of 24. So that's going to give me, that means divide by 6.8 times 10 to the power of 24. Now when I type this in, please make sure that you press the negative button and not the subtract button. The negative button has got a bracket around it. And on my Casio calculator, I find that 2 buttons above the number 7. So just below the fraction button, I find the negative button. If you type in the subtract button instead of the negative, on some calculators it won't work. So just be mindful of that. So 5.74 times 10 to the power minus 10, and I want to divide that by 6.8 times 10 to the power of 24. And straight away, that's going to give me 8.44176471 times 10 to the power of minus 35, which is an incredibly small number. It's so small, my calculator can't actually handle how small it is, and it puts it into scientific notation straight away. So like I said in the previous example, it's always a good idea just to round it to one decimal place. That's enough. So that would give me approximately 8.4 times 10 to the power of minus 35, which is a number that's 0.000 for 34 zeros, then we get to 84. Very, very, very small number.